What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 40 bottom bearing drive. So I've seen a lot of comments and a lot of people on Discord thinking that this is a very, very good part, and just think it's super overpowered and broken for the game. And I'd just like to clear that up a little bit. This is definitely a good stamina part to have, 100%. If you guys play Burst, this is very similar to the driver bearing, essentially just the MFB version. And this thing has really good stamina and pretty good LAD, or really good LAD, depending on if your bearing's good or not. But there is one thing about this part that, besides it not being called a driver, it's called a 40 bottom, which is the worst name ever. But there's one thing about this that makes it not crazy in MFB, especially Metal Fight Limited, and that is its height. So if you guys don't know, Metal Fight Limited, unlike all other formats, is very height dependent. So you have like tall tracks like 230, low tracks down to 85, and then you have like mid tracks, mid to tall. So this is kind of right in the middle. It's about 160 height, making it super vulnerable to attack types. So most stamina types in standard are ran short because if people build their attack types tall to counter Flame 230, those attack types struggle against the shorter things like Earth 90 WD or something like that, for example. They can still get KO'd, but it's a lot harder. This thing, on the other hand, is at that awkward height to where, yeah, it has good stamina. It can possibly destabilize Flame 230 if you're on the right setup, but it can get KO'd by short attackers, and it can get KO'd by tall attackers. And I've been destroyed using this in Limited quite a bit. It works very well with Hasbro Duo, Pre-Hybrid Virgo, and then Earth. But as you guys saw in the last video, or in the last tournament, Eddie with his Earth bearing drive got beat by a Stalker Theagle. So as far as same spin goes, it really is dependent on bearing, and there's a lot of variance when it comes to MFB bearings. But yeah, in Metal Fight Standard, however, I've ran this on Duo, like just normal 4D Duo, and it's pretty good. I've gotten enough wins with it that I like it. Shindog, on the other hand, does not like it. Apparently he's never won with it or something, or it has like a, yeah, it's like he's 0-3, or I can't remember. I'm just saying numbers. But he is not a fan of it because he's just constantly getting KO'd. Eddie used it on Genbul, even though I told him not to, and it got destroyed. So as you know, it just doesn't have good KO resistance. Not nearly as good as like the Burst one. But yeah, so this is definitely a good stamina tip. Oh, and don't run Meteor on this. Too tall. Meteor will fall over. It's not good. But yeah, that's basically just been my quick thoughts on bearing and why it's, a cool part to have, just not necessary at all.